Hello everyone, welcome to the Watch Poplars. Today, I'm going to be repotting a chast tree, two willows, no, 3 willows, and 2 sycamores, Planatus X acerifolia, I believe. It's not the native one. This one is a hybrid that is commonly used as a street tree. I'm going to test the focus. Are we able to focus? Can we focus? Yes. Yes, we can. Alright, just making sure. It drives me nuts if I can't focus. But the other sycamore is that curvy one right there. I think I should start. I don't know. Okay, this table it's kind of flimsy. So I'll probably have to comb some of the soil. Like to get this pot and get the soil out so it's a bit more light and less heavy. But I gotta grab it. Oh, I feel like I did get it out one time to get one of the trees. Oh, okay. I think I grabbed it by the willows. So I'll do that, and hopefully the willows don't suffer from that. And here we go. That was successful. Oh, what is that? Oh, there's a newt. There is a, oh, look at that. There is a newt. Oh, what, oh, look at that. There is a newt. I'm gonna get a picture of that. Picture. Look, it's a newt. That's funny. But it's time to outrake the willows. And oh no. No. You mustn't. I want to put you in a safe spot. Please. Let me spare you. Yes. Run away. Go under the barbecue. No, you're going towards me. Come on, Newton. Come on. What is, someone named Newton. There was a scientist named Newton, wasn't there? Okay, Newton, please. I'm going to be sitting there. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Hopefully I didn't hurt them. But that was nice. That was interesting. There's a hemlock growing here. Let's smell it. So here's what hemlock seedlings look like. And, oh, it's acidic as usual. That's how you can tell that it is hemlock without eating it and dying. And, oh, there is another cutting here of something. It looks like it survived whatever it is. I think it might be a camellia. I also have to rinse all this dirt out. It is a bit dim. I don't want to tap the screen. There are the overhead lights. That should be fine. But yeah, we'll see. So far, this is nice. Going very well. The soil is not too hard. So hard that, like, just like the soil that the Vachellia farnesiana, the sweet acacias, were growing in. It was that soil was so hard that it just broke up in large chunks. Being gentle this time because I have a lot more time. It's Friday. I don't have any homework. There's a rock in there. It's a big rock. There's a slug. Oh, I don't like those gastropods. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is not a plum. This is not. Oh, it is a plum cutting, but this is the cutting of plum that I did an experiment on to see if they would grow, even when collected in spring. But I have too many plum trees. That was just a test. And I discarded that. Yeah. When sycamores first sprout, they look kind of like hemlock seedlings. They have two very skinny cotyledons, and they kind of stay like that for a very long time. And then, maybe after like a month at least, they start sprouting their actual leaves. Yeah. But now I'm being gentle. I'm not forcing my rake through the roots. I'm just letting it kind of get caught on any roots that interfere, so that I have as many roots to see and view. I'm not pulling any off of the cuttings, and because most of these are cuttings. This is a cutting, the willows, and the chast tree. But the two sycamores and the oak are not cuttings. I got the first sycamore. I got the second sycamore. The chast cutting doesn't seem to have sprouted any roots further up, other than right at the bottom where I cut it. So in that case, hopefully these buds grow further down, and I can avoid having such a tall tree, because that's not how chast trees grow. Yeah. Maybe if I had a forest of them, yes. But I don't want a forest of them. Well, so I thought I had a trunk like that tall, but it's twice as long as I wanted it to be, and I don't have any other choice but to cut it in half, maybe, right here, and redevelop the structure. But next time, I'm going to plant smaller cuttings. Yeah, maybe I could have just scarred up a little bit more of this stem right here, so that roots would have been encouraged to grow. Here is the massive willow root system. They grow roots very easily, and that's just this. I mean, I guess they did grow a ton of roots because they grew a lot on top. They grew like a meter tall. And yeah, so the majority of the roots in this pot were willow roots. Okay, I have all of the trees Here. So now, there's a root on the phone. Alright. About my hand. I'm gonna start by reducing the roots so that they actually fit in the watering. Well, maybe I can... Yeah, that works. I can just... slowly move down, rinsing and then pruning the roots. Yeah, that works. So now I can move this. And now, what did I get? There it is. So there. Now I can get more into the water. And maybe I should fill up more water. But I'm just cutting it back so I can keep rinsing it better with more control and less interruption. So now, I can begin root pruning this one. I'll wipe my scissors off, because they are sounding a bit gritty. So I can, let's see, so I have a bunch of roots here, and some here. I use my other tool. There. And yeah. There's a bunch of roots here. So it curves upward there. This one goes upward. Upward. No upward roots. They're thin enough that they aren't actually, they're kind of just bending. Sort of getting in between the scissors. Or maybe I just need to sharpen my scissors. But I want to keep roots on both sides until I get roots. I'm gonna scar this area on the opposite side so that they. Let me see. Can I focus? So there's that root system. Why can't I focus still? I mean, well, I guess I can. maybe that was too close. Oh, no, it's fine. But there's the root system of that willow. I still want to cut it somewhere. And I think that outward facing bud is good. It's an outward facing bud here. And then here, there's an outward facing bud here. And that looks nice. That's quite nice. I like that. All of the willow cuttings will grow in one container, as well as the seedling that I will be working on shortly. So now I think this is the largest willow cutting root system I've ever seen. However, remember that massive willow cutting, the massive growth I got on one of them? That one, I think it grew so well in that round plastic container. I think it should have that container as its designated area. It'll just it'll be a bonsai, but it'll have much of its life just as a tree to grow. Nope, it's too dirty. It is too dirty. And I just want to cut off that big long section so that I can fit it in the rinsing thing. That root was a meter long. So I have a root here. Maybe I can turn on flash. So here. Now I can see much better. So I have a crazy root here. Crazy root. There's a crazy root here. That root's not going in a good direction. Yeah, I gotta cut that one way short. Just cranks a bit to the side. Not much taper either. Here, I don't want that root continuing to grow that one direction. This one, it comes off too high. I can't use all these big roots actually. I'll have to cut off this. So now, severe reduction, and is that all I want to do? This root doesn't go in a good direction. You have to be very judgmental. You have to be daring at first. And something just fell. Or, I don't know, it sounded like an acorn hitting a trough just perfectly on the roof. There. That is as much as I want to take off on the bottom. And then, is this branch okay? What about that? So, there's a nice pair of, there's an outer bud here. I think that's good. Yeah. So there's this shoot's pruned to an outward bud. This is pointing to an outward bud that goes like that. So there. So there are the 2 willow cuttings. They're looking very nice. Now, there is still the sycamores and the oak. Where did the sycamores go? Am I stepping on them? Oh, wait, no, this is a sycamore. Where's the oak? No. Did it fall under the table? I didn't see anything when, what's this? If it's in the big pot of soil and roots, it will last until I find it. And I found another sycamore. Where's the oak? Where did the oak go? I wanted that oak. There was a very nice oak seedling. Apparently, I threw it along with a bunch of other roots. So, there it is. And now, I want to work on this oak. I was originally planning on doing the sycamores today, but I realized that pretty much everything in this pot that all these were in were starting to wake up. So that, I'm gonna get these wet so that they don't dry out. Should probably rinse off the oak as well. There. So I'll just cut carefully. This oak has lots of roots for me to cut. Usually, yeah, I just realized there's no actual taproot, which is a very great thing, especially for an oak, which means I can probably root prune this without expecting slow growth next year. I do want to get one thing done, and that is to prune the top, the vigorous top of it, but I also have these buds. All of this grew last year, so it stopped growing here, had another growth spurt, and it grew until like late summer, but I want to prune to there, because oaks generally start their branches quite low. This was at the soil line, so this acorn was quite low in the soil. I don't know how it didn't sprout a big taproot. But I'm so glad. And all these light-colored roots are actually from, well, are they from a different tree? I can't tell. There's different colored roots. They don't all look the same. But this is really nice. So I'll just do a mild root prune. This is a valley oak, but in fall, I noticed it just had little tiny points on the leaves. I thought it was some other kind of oak. Siri also thought it was a different kind of oak. But there, yeah, so there was no suggestion of valley oak in it. And it got surprisingly great fall colors. They were really nice. So I don't know if that's because this is not a valley oak. I feel like valley oaks, they turn more brown. The leaves are more bluish, I mean slightly, when they're, yeah, they have a bit more blue color to them. Is that good? Should I leave it? I can just prune these. I'll leave it like this. I'll just upward one here. I want all of them moving smoothly down into the soil, but I also want to keep a lot of roots here so that it's a strong oak seedling. Everyone says oak wood is the strongest. I mean, I knew that wasn't true, but they have hard wood. But it's the mimosas that have very tough wood. Except maybe mimosas don't always grow in a way that's useful for lumber. They don't grow very vertical. But yeah, this is a nice oak seedling. So now, I'm going to work on the sycamores. I think the last thing I'll work on is the chast, and I don't want that drying out, so I'll get that wet. So these two, this will be easy. They're very vertical. Oh, there's a rock in here. They fuse up. They fused around a rock. Well, that one did, at least. I don't want to prune the tops because I want to show off the white trunk when these are older. And with a high canopy, he'll be able to reveal the buttressed roots that sycamores get very frequently, especially along the streets. They have very nice root flares and nebaris. And I want them to grow strong, so I'm going to leave that. I've probably all along I've been root pruning in my trees too hard and been fighting a temptation, kind of unsuccessfully, to not prune them so hard. Because then in the end I get kind of slow growth and it takes a while for them to recover. And then I have to wait over a year for them to be able to sprout. Which I don't like doing. There's still dirt in my scissors. But is it good? I could probably cut that off a little bit more there. That is it. And there's a chest. So here is the chest. So there's a node. There's a node here. There's a node, and a node where I can see buds. So I'll just be safe and prune it like this. Oh, it's strange. I guess I was just going to cut it, but I'll just refine that cut so it's a bit better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they probably just have very stringy wood. Yeah, I'll get the dirt off of it. Yeah. These don't get the best fall colors, which is fine. But they're very aromatic. They smell very nice. And they have very nice leaves. I call them the pot cherry because they have... I thought they were related to pot, because even though they don't have the serrated leaf margin and the right leaf arrangement, they're very fragrant. But I don't know if pot is fragrant. I don't know much about marijuana, and if I was to know anything about that, I would only like to know about the plant and not the... I already probably know about the side effects from inhaling when it's heated. But I don't want to actually find out. Now, This root is horrible. Yeah, keep it flat. Keep all roots going radially. Overlapping roots. No. That root. Now all of them are growing in the same plane, which is nice. I got a nice radial root system. So if this sprouts, I can see dormant buds right here and here. These ones are more defined. It looks like I have not pruned them. Maybe they'll reproduce into shoots. Hopefully. I'd like to get some shoots right here. But I don't want to prune there just yet. I also want these roots to keep going a bit more down. They're a bit too horizontal for too much time. And there. Here, there. Alright. So that's quite a severe reduction. So this is gonna go in one of the trays, the plastic training pots. I have new soil. I mix it up. So I have all of the plants. Oh, brilliant idea. Oh wait. I could try rooting this as a cutting. I probably don't need root hormones, but there's no nodes here, so it could all just die back all the way to here and probably kill the tree. But I can be daring and plant it that deep, hoping that it doesn't die back all the way up. Because there aren't any nodes anywhere here. And that kind of worries me. But I'll try it. But now, there's one tree remaining. And that is the willow seedling that I used to not know what it was called, or like what it was exactly. But it was actually a willow seedling all along. Oh, and there's lots of dirt. So here. This. And that. Alright, now I can use my scissors. And refine it. So this little shoot here, it looks like it might survive. I'll leave it. My hands. Dirty. Dip my scissors in the water and then wipe them off. I do not want my scissors getting dull because of grit. And I should probably... And hopefully that's getting all the soil out. So there. This root. There. This root goes, oh, I hate this root. That's it's a flaw in this root as well. There's a bunch of dirt still. It still doesn't get rid of my problem. I still need to root prune this more. Okay, it's looking a bit better. This root is on top. It's not what I want him to do. I didn't cut that at a good angle. Ooh. Did I do this one? I don't need this shoot. There's plenty of others that will work. I just realized, ooh, yes, I have much better roots. Ooh. Under this. Where am I looking? Where? Alright, so over here, there's roots right here. There. So those roots, I want to save those, make a very strategic cut just above those, and keep the root that I want. That was not very strategic. I'm standing. I should sit down. Ooh, that's much better. Yes. Should I just leave that root? You know, I think I should. Well, you know, I don't know. I think I should. I can't. I can't cut it anymore. It won't let me. No, I can't. If I had a scalpel, certainly. But I don't have a scalpel. And whenever I use scalpels, I end up slicing my fingers. Either by trying to close them with the little cap, or even opening them. The cap really tightly seals. I have to kind of yank it off, but then like my hand it doesn't really offer a very safe result. This willow cutting is fine how it is. I do want a leader. Something will happen. I'll get a leader somehow. But oh, I just realized. Yes, this is taking a while. Oh gosh. I just realized I have this cut I can make, and that makes that part of the root more flat. Doesn't stand on its own. I could probably make it stand on its own. See that root? Oh, that's crooked. Oh, no, I guess it's just a bit unbalanced, I guess. That's just as much as I want to take off. I can't take off anymore. We're at 40 minutes. But yeah. That's looking nice. So now, I want to get my containers all set up. In the little pot, I want to plant these. I could plant. Well, I mean, it's too big. It's too small for. Well, you know, this. I don't know. This willow would look very nice in there, but I think it should go with all the other willows. So the 2 sycamores can go. There's the oak. Where's the other sycamore? Why do I keep losing the trees? There it is. So these 2 will go in here. I will not prune them. I'll just point them outward so that they get light. Like that. And yeah, I'll get the soil. So, here. And that's a good level. I'll bury that. Now I'm gonna point it away. There. And here is the other one. I'll point that one away as well. And I'll fill it in. It's a geranium leaf. I do not have bonsai soil. I did make some bonsai soil in here, though. There it is a bit. Yeah, that's looking. That is looking good. Fill that in because when I water it, it's gonna want to sink and subside. So I want to pack it in until it's at the lip of the pot. I think I'll plant the rest off camera. I just wanted to show you me planting what the main part of this video was intended to be, the sycamores. But I'll show you everything else when they're planted. So here is all the trees that I potted up today. I chose this as for the oak. I left a lot on the root system. So I think finally I'll be able to have an oak that, after root pruning to a pretty nice root system, I will have a lot of success with this oak tree. This willow will eventually go in its own pot, because I don't know, it's a very big, all those branches grew. Like last year, it developed such a nice structure. I pruned this part back, because it already had shoots, and then those shoots took off. The other ones, I think they'll definitely grow, because willows grow very well from cuttings. These grow well from cuttings. I had success with even the ones that didn't root. They grew they grew like an inch on the top, even though they didn't grow roots. But I discarded the ones that didn't grow roots. The big ones grow well from cuttings. And maybe I should put some moss and higher soil around that one to make it root. Or maybe, I did get some fertilizer. I can put that. But yeah, so the sycamores will turn out very nice, I bet. I could prune the tips off of them. It would be fine to do. Yeah, I'm looking forward to growing all of these, and I'm so glad I repotted my legumes into one growing tray, because now I have a lot of room to put my other trees in, and there are still some more containers to be available. I might repot all my Chinese pistache into one container, one large container, but we'll see. That is all for today. This is the Watch Poplars, and I'll see you next time.